Hey guys. Hey everybody. Good afternoon. Hopefully everyone is doing well. Welcome, welcome. This is Joy, also known as Live Narc Free. Hi everybody. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. All right. Also, you guys, it is my birthday today. Can you believe that? I'm going to be, well, not going to be, but I am 31, everybody. Can you believe that? 31 years old. All right. I'm a Taurus sun, you guys. Shout out to all the Taurians out there. All right. So we got a special topic today. I thought it was, really fitting, especially since today is Mother's Day. I understand that some of you guys, your mothers are maybe not around anymore, or maybe you guys aren't in contact with them, or maybe the relationship isn't so well, and maybe you had to learn how to become your own parent. So that's what I want to talk about today, and how I became my own parent. And it was pretty hurtful, but I was able to get through it, and I'm still here. So so everybody come on in the room. Welcome everybody. How's everybody's day going so far? Are you guys enjoying your Mother's Day? For those of you that do have a good relationship with your parents or your mom, how's everybody doing today? I know most places weren't open, so you had to have your Mother's Day on the inside, which is actually not too bad. It's good to be quarantined in the house right now, especially like where I'm at. Like, I'm in Rockford, Illinois, so the weather is kind of like up and down, but usually it's pretty cold. But like right now it's like May, so it should be kind of like turning into spring, but for some reason it's not. And I don't know why. It's still kind of like mild weather. It's been raining like literally like all morning, not like pouring down, but just kind of like, drizzling, and then, every now and then the rain just kind of comes down. So yeah, you guys, welcome. Again, happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers out there. Tune in to the channel, you guys. So I do have a special announcement to make after the video. I'm going to be giving away some free things. It's just going to be a special for you guys since today is my birthday. So I'm just going to give that away. I'll let you guys know at the end of the video. All right. And I am going to be doing some more competitions, giveaways, all that good stuff. I'll keep you guys posted. All right. So I guess I'll just go ahead and get into it. And make sure you guys, when you're viewing this, you give this video a like. Also, you guys, make sure that you are following me on Instagram at Live Narc Free. Make sure that you are following me on Facebook. And you guys, can you let me know, did you guys get the notification that I was going live? Because again, I did have one of my subscribers said that apparently that my channel was set at Made for Kids. Like, can you guys let me know if did this show up as free on your notifications? Like, can you guys let me know? Because I went in and I made the changes in the settings, so hopefully it updated it and it changed things. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get into the video. So how I became my own parent after narcissistic abuse was something that wasn't the funnest thing to do, or it wasn't that I wanted to. It literally just happened that way. So I'll just kind of give you guys a little background, a little bit about me personally. So first of all, I am 31 years old. Today is my birthday. But I grew up with my mom and my dad for the most part, but my dad was a little bit more older than my mom. So I think he was probably more financially ready for a kid rather than my mom. She was a lot younger, so she was probably still trying to like find herself in this world. But anyways, I basically was raised by my dad, and then later on, I was kind of raised by my mom throughout that time, but I had both of them in my life. I want to say it was in 2006, like late 2005, early 2006, my dad decided to move to Rockford, Illinois, which is where I'm at now. He actually came here because he got a job offer here in Rockford, because he was working at Chrysler. He's retired now, but he ended up taking the job. And to be honest, I think he kind of regrets it just a little bit. I mean, I feel like maybe he probably thought that he should have stayed in Delaware. We're all from Wilmington, Delaware. But anyways, yeah, so I think he kind of regrets that. But long story short, basically, my brother, unfortunately, he ended up getting killed, which that was very heartbreaking to me. At the time, I was 17 and my brother was only 20 at the time. And so after that happened, my dad was like, hey, either you're going to stay here with me in Rockford, Illinois, or you're going to go and move to California. And, me being young, I had never been to California before. I'm like, hey, I'm going to California. So that was about 11 years ago that I was there living in California. And you guys know that, my aunt that I was living with for 5 years, she was actually a narcissist. And, living with her was not something that I would wish on my worst enemy. Sad to say, but it's true. And I'll make another video about what it means and what it's like living with a narcissist. But so yeah, I was living with her for 5 years. And at the time when I was living with her, I had met this guy. He was a narcissist. I ended up meeting him online through Twitter. Well, actually, I seen him on YouTube, but we started to connect through Twitter. And we had a connection, and then eventually we started dating, and then long story short, I fell in love with him, and I thought he was in love with me, but he really wasn't. But anyway, after, that ended, and I had stopped talking to my aunt because at the time, I realized that she was a narcissist and it was pretty toxic. I just remember I didn't really feel good after I met with her, or just, even if we would hang out, I just remember I always felt drained. I always felt like I wasn't good enough, or I felt like I was the issue, or like I was the problem. It was always like I had done something wrong. You know what I mean? But in actuality, it's not normal to feel like that. You're not supposed to feel like that when you're around your family or, somebody that you thought was supposed to take care of you and be there for you, all that stuff. You know what I mean? So pretty much how I became my own parent after narcissistic abuse was the fact that, I was living on my own. I decided that I couldn't live with my aunt anymore. It was too toxic, too codependent. She was too controlling. And I didn't want to do it. And then, at the time, my dad was still here where I'm at currently. He was in Rockford. And I was just like, no, I don't want to move to Rockford. There wasn't really much going on. I was young. So I was like, I'm staying here in California. And then I ended up having friends here and there. But literally, I was just basically on my own in California. And my mom at the time, she was still in Delaware. She was kind of, dealing with the after effects of my brother getting killed and stuff. So that was really heartbreaking for all of us. And even still to this day. So yeah, all right. So basically I was alone. I was isolated. So when you're alone and when you're isolated after narcissistic abuse, you're just there by yourself. There's nobody to talk to, nobody to say, how you doing? Are you okay? You're literally there in your body and you have to deal with your feelings, your thoughts, your emotions, and you just have to be there with yourself. And that's literally what I did. Again, both of my parents were out of the state. So what I started to learn how to do, and you guys could let me know if you guys were kind of forced to be your own parents. Let me know, you guys. But anyway, I started to learn how to nurture myself. I started to take care of myself, meaning, I used to cry a lot, you guys. I would cry so much, so much, especially after I was discarded by the narcissist, the guy that I dated. I could literally cried for 6 months, but in that time period, I just learned to be there with myself and to just accept that, yes, I was hurt. Yes, I was disappointed. Yes, I was betrayed. But at the same time, it's I'm still breathing. I still have life. I still have meaning and purpose. You know what I mean? I still have things to do. It's my life is not over. Although, I was kind of having those thoughts, to be honest with you guys. But, I was able to get through that. Also, I started to read books a lot. I started to read a lot of books on self-help, self-love, codependencies, depression. I started to read a lot of books about childhood traumas, childhood wounds. I started to do a lot of research online about that. And also I just learned how to get to know myself. I was just finding out what it is that I like, what it is that I love about myself, what makes me me, what makes me why do I have this personality? You know what I mean? That's what I really started to learn about myself. And that's how I became my own parent, because I started to realize I'm you know what? Well, being discarded from the guy that I thought that I loved, and being discarded from my aunt, which was literally like my blood aunt, not like I wasn't adopted. I wasn't like in any group homes, or this was like blood family here. So I really just started to just be like, hey, this is not my fault. Yes, I was a victim. Yes, I was basically, just treated and discarded like I was like basically dumped and like basically like isolated away from the family. It doesn't mean that I'm a bad person. It doesn't mean that how they treated me, it doesn't mean that that's how I am. You know what I mean? It's like they were projecting like how they feel about themselves onto me. You guys get what I'm saying? So yeah, that's how I learned to become my own parent. I also I started to talk good to myself. I started to say, hey, like, you're beautiful. Like, hey, like, it's going to be okay. You're going to make it. You're going to be successful. This is not the end. Like, I started to just talk good to myself, because previously I used to talk bad to myself. I used to be like, oh, like, you deserve this. And, oh, you're not good enough. Or, he went on to the next person and he's marrying that person, or he's going to have a kid. Like, I used to talk like down on myself. But then I started to be like, no, like, I'm okay. Like, I'm good enough. I'm worthy of a real committed relationship. And that's with him. It just wasn't the one. I started to accept it and like just let it go and move on. You know what I mean? So also, again, I probably mentioned this before, but how I became my own parent was, and just started to nurture myself was, again, I said I cried a lot, but I literally had to grieve my childhood. Like, I realized, that neither of my parents were capable of giving me what it was that I needed. Meaning, like, they wasn't really able to be there for me emotionally. Meaning, like, let's say if I was having a bad day or something, like, I couldn't like walk in a room or walk in a house and be like, hey, mom, I need to talk to you about this, or hey, dad, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like, I couldn't do that with them, because maybe they had their own struggles, or they had their own issues that they were going through. You know what I mean? So in that time period when I was alone, when I was living in California, I just sat with myself and I just was like there in my feelings, just like, this is how I feel. And I just cried, I screamed, and I just literally let it all out. And I just was there with myself. And then after all that was done, I was just like, okay, I'm still here. Like, you know what I mean? So that, again, just nurturing myself, being there with my feelings and with my emotions, and understanding too, at the same time, I'm not those emotions. I'm not those feelings that I'm feeling. You know what I mean? Does this make sense to you guys? Let me know. Leave a comment here. Give me a like, you guys, if this is making sense. Or if you guys felt like you had to be your own parent or anything like that, and how you dealt with it. And yeah, again, like I said, I had to learn how to like and love myself. Meaning I had to start doing things that I cared about, doing things that made me happy. Again, maybe I started cooking more, or I started to, do more yoga. I started to go shopping when I wanted to, look nice. Maybe like get my hair done or do my nails or something. Just really spend quality time with me, not even needing like my mom or my dad or the narcissist, or not say the narcissist, but even if it was a new guy, like, just really start to nurture and care about myself and really be compassionate, to myself, and also forgiving myself. Like, it's so crazy. Like, I know, like, people always be like, oh yeah, forgive that person, forgive this person, they did you wrong, they lied to you, they cheated on you. But a lot of us, we beat ourselves up a lot. Like, it's so crazy. But like, we talk down on ourselves, we call ourselves ugly, we call ourselves stupid. And I've actually had contact excuse me, with two people that were literally saying that they wanted to kill themselves, God forbid. But like, and it really hurt me. I was like, oh my God, like, no, do not do that to yourself, And I literally, this girl that I work with, she was telling me about a situation that she was dealing with. It wasn't her child's father, but it was like another guy that she was dating for like a year. And basically he was cheating on her, putting her down. He sounded like he was probably a narcissist, but like, he was taking care of her for like a year, right? And I'm not going to tell her name because I don't want her, put her out there like that. But he was taking care of her, supporting her. She didn't have to work a job. Like, he was paying all the bills and all that. And then out of nowhere, he was just like, hey, I don't want you anymore, kind of threw her out. And she started like seeing other females in front of her face. And he was calling her ugly, stupid, and all this crazy stuff. And then, she said like she separated from him. And she was saying that she was literally having like attempts of suicide. Like literally, she said that she was like like she said she used to cut herself. She used to, try to hurt herself and hang herself. And I literally told her, I was like, hey, if you ever feel that way, please reach out to me. Like, if you need someone to talk to, like, please call me so you don't do that, So, and to be honest, he did sound like he was a narcissist, because that's literally something a narcissist will do. They will basically take care of you and, make you feel good for like a year or two, or even 10 years, whatever that they got to do to get you hooked onto them and codependent on them. They will do it, and then once they got you, then they will like start to devalue you, and then they'll finally discard you, and then they will move on to the next person like you never existed, and then that could be very hurtful, So that's why I think it sounded like happened to her. But yeah, in regards to how I became my own parent, that's literally what happened. Like just being in isolation and just dealing with my feelings of hurt, feelings of shame, feelings of guilt, feelings of, not worthy, feelings of heartbreak, feelings of remorse and regrets, feeling like I wasted time with the narcissist, or feeling like, I was a burden on my aunt, So, I mean, all of that, thank God I overcame it. But, a lot of us, we don't, we struggle with that. And, it's difficult to get over, to put things together, to figure out, okay, where do I go from here? What do I do with my life? I've been abused. I'm a victim. So how do I move on from this point? You know what I mean? So, I do have a 90-day coaching package program where I do help people overcome narcissistic abuse. Hey, Jay, how are you? I'm so happy you caught me on here. How are you doing today? But yeah, so as I said, I do have a 90-day coaching package program called Overcome Narcissistic Abuse. In there, I do show you and guide you how you can overcome narcissistic abuse. It is a 90-day coaching program, and it's definitely life-changing. Not only have I overcome narcissistic abuse, but I've helped other people overcome it. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, they're not too sure about it. But for me, it's like, I want to invest in my mental health. I want to. You're welcome, Jay. I'm doing good. Are you staying healthy around this? Well, not healthy, but are you doing okay in this quarantine? And are you spending time with your mom, Jay, today? Thank you for that like. Yes, sir. But yeah, and guys, please feel free. Did you guys ever feel like you had to be like your own parent? Maybe after you were dealing with the narcissist, or just in general. Like, how did that make you guys feel? Like, for me, it was hurtful. It was pretty hurtful. Oh, I see your comment, Jay. Oh, your mom's a narcissist? Oh no! Oh my God! I'm sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry. So how do you deal with that, Jay? Like, how do you, like, do you communicate with her? Do you have like any relationship with your mom, or how does that work for you? I know, like, you guys know, my aunt was a narcissist, so living with her was hell. It was pure hell. But yeah, so as I said, if you guys feel like, you're struggling to overcome narcissistic abuse, don't hesitate to reach out to me. It's hard to do that alone. It's hard to, get that support that you need by yourself. It's good to have someone by your side, giving you that accountability. So I'll just kind of talk just really briefly, and then we'll move on to the next thing, but like what it is in my 90-day coaching package program. So I do weekly phone sessions with you guys, so that, you can get that accountability that you need, so that you can feel like you're seeing the progress in your life. and that you're moving forward, and because a lot of us, we do want to let go. We want to move on and let go of the narcissist. That's what it is, right? So when you get that accountability, you can see how you're going to be able to move on. Also, you do get that email and Facebook support. So again, so that you're being helped. You know what I mean? So you said, no, it's hard. It's hell. I decided to go no good. I'm happy you decided to go no contact. Good. Yeah, they're freaking crazy. They're so freaking crazy. And like I said, it was life changing and changed my life. But it was for the better. But unfortunately, like I said, I know people that have said they wanted to kill themselves. So please, you guys, do not do that. Reach out to me, whatever it is that you need to do. But yes, but yeah, the email support, again, so that, you feel like, you are being supported, and you are literally. But I want you to feel like you can reach out to me, especially like anytime during, when we're doing this 90-day coaching program. I want you to feel like, you can reach out to me if anything happens while you're going through this. You know what I mean? Also, I do have video and audio courses that you can use and watch, and it'll help you so that, you can be able to learn what it is to identify a narcissist, and what it means to let go of a narcissist, and also how to move on, the steps that you can take, to move on. You said, Jay said, I know that feeling when I was a teenager. Yes, like I just felt so alone, and it's hurtful, right, Jay? Yes, they're very controlling and very demanding. It's like insane. I hate it, like with a passion. And like I said, because people always ask me like, oh, well, what gives you the authority to be a coach, and what qualifications do you have? Well, for one, I dealt with two narcissists, a female narcissist for 5+ years and a male narcissist literally at the same time. So I had double the abuse, if you can only imagine. And I'm only 31. I'm 31. I know I don't look like it, but I'm 31 years old, and I had double the abuse, and I wouldn't wish that on anybody. Trust me, I wouldn't wish narcissistic abuse on anyone. It could literally damage you for life. It can change you for the worse if you let it. Because that's the thing. People don't want to reach out for help. They think that they can do it alone. They feel like, oh, I got this. Like I could just do all the research online and I'm fine. But no, they realize like, hey, you might meet somebody else that's a narcissist, and you don't know how to let this person go and to like move on to maybe a healthier relationship or whatever it is that you want to do with your life. You just stay stuck and stagnant, and it's like you don't see any progress, and you look back and your life passes you by, and you just like, well, damn, what do I do? You know what I mean? Oh, thank you. Yes, today's my birthday. I'm 31. Yeah, so much entitlement. Yes, it's the worst. And that's literally the reason why I decided to move away from California. I was tired. I was over it. I literally met the most narcissists when I was in California, literally. Like, especially because I lived in Orange County for 5 years when I was living with my aunt. And the guy that I was dating for roughly like 4 years, he lived in North Hollywood. Like you would meet a lot of people like between Orange County and Hollywood area. Like the whole like LA, not the native LA people. Actually, well, my aunt, she wasn't a native, but like the guy that I met there, he was a native, but he kind of traveled around. So he seen different kinds of cultures and different people, but he was a jerk. You know what I mean? But anyway, yeah, some people might be like, well, what gives you the authority, or what qualifications do you have? So not only do I have the experience, but just real life, like just being there, like experiencing the abuse, you know what I mean? And not only that, but the people that I've helped a lot of people just doing the basic coaching that I do, even with the free content that I do, again, with my video, my audio courses, I've helped people heal, get over the abuse in itself, and just stand up, set boundaries, be stern and firm, and just be who it is that they want to be. Like, be yourself. Like, don't let anybody abuse you and get away with it. You got to stand up. Jay said it's filled with toxic narcissists. Yes. And it seems like there's more and more narcissists like each day. Like, that's how I said LA, I'm over it. Like, I don't want to be in LA anymore. It's just, I mean, because you got to be honest. Like, yeah, we all need to have a little narcissistic in us. Like, yeah, we got to like be confident in ourselves. We got to like know, like, yes, we're good. Like, we got what it takes to do whatever it is that we trying to do. Yeah, but you guys know the toxic, unhealthy, negative narcissists that get happy when they make you feel upset, or like, you know, when they make you cry or something. That's like, they're happy. It's like food for them. Like, I remember the last time that I was physically with my aunt, the last time I literally saw her, and she literally got me upset. And yes, I did cry because she made me upset. And I remember just looking at her as she was taking me home. She had the smirk on her face, and she was like the happiest that I had gotten upset. You know what I mean? So that's how sick they are. So, but yeah. Jay says the best revenge you can get on them is to go no contact and live your best life independently. Exactly. Exactly, Jay. You got it. Live independently. That's why I said, that's why it's called Live Narc Free. Live Narcissist Free. But yeah, so final thing about my 90-day coaching package program. So not only will you get weekly coaching sessions, full support, email, Facebook support, or even text message support constantly during this time period, my video and my audio courses. So you'll also get workbooks and worksheets to kind of, you know, write down your thoughts and your feelings on why you're feeling a certain way, and how we can kind of discover it, understand it, and then we can work through it and see how you can move forward from it. And then last but not least, I will be giving you guys some morning and evening meditation. I like a lot of meditation because for me, it's good for like mental clarity and focus. And I think it'll help a lot of you guys, especially if you're still struggling with letting go of the narcissist and moving on from it. It'll give you that clarity to be like, okay, so why am I still loving this person, or why am I still stuck on them, or why can't I let them go still, even though they abused me, or they betrayed me, or, you know, they lied to me or something like that. So that will kind of help you throughout your day. And but the meditations are great. You just literally have peace of mind, you know, ease, and you just kind of, you could be in the present moment, you know what I mean? And you could focus on, what do I need to do now? You get what I'm saying? So that's what that 90-day coaching package program is about. So if any of you guys are interested, definitely go ahead and send me an email at livenarcfree9@gmail.com. All right, you guys. So that's that. And also, I did want to talk about, I am going to be coming out with another coaching program, because I do understand. You said, Jay, you said, how do you meditate successfully? Well, usually you can meditate like any time frame, like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes. But like successfully, you would really just try to just stay like in the same spot, keep your eyes closed, and just in your mind, just try to keep it quiet and calm, if that makes sense. Like, so like, for example, what I like to do is guided meditation, and that's what I'm going to be giving you guys in my my 90-day coaching package program. It's going to be like a guided meditation, and I'll be kind of saying some things to kind of, you know, get you guys to relax and be quiet and calm, if that makes sense. Like I'll be saying things like, oh, you know, I am free of narcissistic abuse. I am healing. I am, you know, I'm overcoming this, or I'm better. I'm a loving person. I deserve love. I deserve happiness. I deserve peace. So, you know, by you hearing that and with your eyes closed for, you know, be for like 15 minutes, you can listen to it in the morning and at night. And, you know, as long as you just like keep your mind quiet and your eyes closed, and you just stay there for a while, and it'll kind of give you your mind, it'll calm it down a little bit. I don't know. Does that make sense? But yeah, that it'll give you that peace of mind for that period of time, you know, and then it'll help you to whatever it is that you're trying to do throughout your day. You can really be in that moment, the present moment. You know what I mean? But you can literally meditate like anytime, like, you know. But yeah, as long as you feel like your mind is at peace, then that's how you could say you meditated successfully. If your mind is still cluttered with what you got to do, like in the next hour, or what you have to, or what happened in the past, or whatever's coming up, then that means it didn't work. But if you feel like mental clarity and mental focus in the moment, then that's how I would say you meditated successfully. But what I was going to say is, because I understand that a lot of us that watch my channel, yeah, let's say you may have already overcome narcissistic abuse. I actually want to come out with another 90-day coaching package program where it's like you're turning your pain into passion. Like, you get what I'm saying? So it's kind of like whatever you went through, whatever you've been through, like the hurt, the pain, the betrayal, how you can turn that into something that you're passionate about. So let's say that you have like a goal or a dream to be like, I don't know, maybe you want to be a teacher, or maybe you want to be an activist or whatever, like whatever goal or dream that you have, although you went through narcissistic abuse, you can turn whatever it is that you love to do, whatever it is that you're passionate about, and make a living from that. And that's literally like something that I'm doing now. So, I mean, that could be something, if you guys are interested, that I'm going to be coming out with that pretty soon. So you could turn your pain into your passion. But as of now, I just want to focus on helping people overcome narcissistic abuse, because I mean, that's literally like the foundation of everything, because you can't turn your passion into pain until you've overcome your pain. You know what I mean? So that would really be the focus for now. So as I said, the 90-day coaching package program is something that is available now, you guys. So if you want more information about that, or you want to join the 90-day coaching package program, you will work with me one-on-one for a 90-day period. And then, you know, whatever result or whatever transformation you want to see, it's possible. We could do it within 90 days. And yeah, and you'll like it. It'll be inspiring. You will see the difference. Like, I've seen the difference in me. Like, I've overcome narcissistic abuse, and I was never ever be the same person that I used to be. You know what I mean? And like I said, I've helped other people overcome narcissistic abuse. So, I mean, it's life-changing, you know what I mean? And it's definitely a blessing. And I'm also going to be doing a webinar on that. I'll be giving you guys more information about that. But those are some exciting things that are coming out. So be on the lookout. But yeah, did you guys have any questions about narcissistic abuse or anything about narcissists, or a question about a relationship or anything? Or do you guys need some advice? Is there anything you guys want to talk about at this point before I head out? And also, since it is my birthday, what I want to do for those of you, again, that are still struggling to overcome narcissistic abuse, I want to give you guys a chance, if you want to reach out to me to get a 15-minute free one-on-one coaching session. We could talk about, you know, any advice that you might need, or any help, or any concerns that you might have about narcissistic abuse. Please feel free, if you guys want to reach out to me and get a free 15-minute coaching session. Don't hesitate. I'm going to be doing that until the end of the month, because it is my birthday month. So, yeah, that's what I want to do for you guys, just to kind of, you know, help out and, you know, give you guys as much advice and as much tips and whatever it is that you're struggling through, or even if it's just regular support, like whatever that you guys need, or even if you guys don't want to talk on the phone with me, you might not feel comfortable. Maybe you want to send me an email, you know, just for this month only. But yeah, that's what I'm doing, you guys. But does anybody have any questions about anything about narcissistic abuse, my 90-day coaching program, anything like that? Do any of you guys have any questions? And also, are you guys enjoying your Mother's Day today? And all that good stuff. Is everybody doing okay today? And any of you guys, can you guys relate to being your own parent? Like, how did that make you guys feel? Like, did that hurt you? Did you feel sad? Or did it make you feel empowered? Like, yeah, I don't need my parents all the time. Because at the same time, although I did feel like, yeah, I had to be my own parent, I wasn't too happy about it. At the end of the day, I was kind of like, you know, well, I'm meant to be a grown-up. You know what I mean? Like, I'm meant to, you know, not really rely on my parents. You know, I mean, I guess it's like a certain point. Let's say, what is it, like 18 to 21? You know, people still live with their parents. Or, I mean, I know after what was I like last year? I was living with my dad, so I was kind of going through a transition. But now, I have my own place, so it's like, I'm independent away from my dad. He still helps me here and there, but I'm literally like I feel like I'm my own parent. Like I literally do that, and it's not really a bad thing. I know sometimes it hurts because I feel like, I would want to reach out and talk to them sometimes, but I don't have that. You know what I mean? I really don't have that kind of relationship. Or even if I did mention something to my dad, it's like he doesn't really want to go there, if that makes sense. Jay, you said freedom is your security. Yep. Yep, freedom is your security. And that's what it's all about, honestly. You know. What else was I gonna say? But yeah, and you feel the same way too? Most definitely. Do you guys have any questions about narcissistic abuse? Anything, any advice you guys need? Narcs are like the first narcissist that I dated, like I was like so in love with him. You guys, like, have you guys, okay, I'm sure most of you guys dated a narcissist, but were you like really in love with that person, or was it just like a like? Because this guy really did me dirty, you guys, because he made it seem like he wanted to be with me for the long term. Like he was trying to be like, oh, like, the whole future faking, like how the narcissists do. He was like, oh, you're the kind of person that I would want to be with, basically trying to make me think like, yeah, we're going to be together eventually. And all along, he had already had a girlfriend. And what was crazy is like, when I first met him, he had a girlfriend. Jay, you said you did, but out of foolery. Yeah, we all do it. I guess what did they say? We all play the fool. I literally felt like I did play the fool. Like, I don't know. I was heartbroken, and it was literally like hurtful. Like literally like that first heartbreak, that's always the worst. What does Drake say? It cuts you deep or something like that. Jay said never again self-love. Yep, self-love is truly important. And also, you guys, did you get the notification that I was on the live, or is my channel, is it still set up on children mode? Are you guys able to tell? Because I know someone was saying that my channel is set up as made for kids or something like that. But yeah, man, you have to love yourself, because the narcissist is not going to love you. And I'm sure most of you guys know that. The narcissists, they don't even love themselves. So how can they love you? You know what I mean? So, and that's the crazy part. But at the end of the day, it's like, that's the lesson that we all learn the hard way. Wait, Jay, so you said it's set at, was the notification on, or is it saying that it's made for children? Because that's what I really was trying to figure out. Because that was blowing me, because I'm seeing her like, I always make sure that it's not made for kids, and then they talking about that it was. But yeah, you guys. Whew. You say, oh, so wait, it is saying it's made for kids? What? I need to change it again or something. But yeah, I had to get that fixed. But anyways, you guys, I'm probably going to let you all go. But if y'all don't have any other questions or any other comments, hopefully y'all have a great day. And again, also, I didn't mention, I have my Letting Go of the Narcissist. It's a free download if you guys ever want to listen to it. Again, if you are still struggling to let go of the narcissist, you can't seem to move on, or maybe I know some of you all, you're like, oh, it's just too hard to start over, or maybe you got a lot of time invested in a narcissist and you're trying to figure out how to let him go. Download my free audio, listen to it whenever you need that inspiration, motivation to be like, all right, I'm done, forget you. I'm ready to move on with my life. I'm ready for something better. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you guys, that's all I have for you today. Hopefully you guys stay happy, stay healthy. Again, if you guys are interested in joining me in my 90-day coaching package program, or how you can overcome the narcissist or narcissistic abuse, please feel free to send me an email at livenarcfree9@gmail.com. I would definitely give you guys information about that. Jay, you said, bye, Joy, be safe. By the way, are you still? Yes, I'm still doing more readings. I'll probably do a reading right after this. But it might be like later on. I don't know if it's going to be live stream or recorded. I haven't decided yet, but yes, I'm still going to be doing the the weekly general readings, and then I'm going to be doing all signs from the first half of each month and the second half. But to be honest, Jay, I really want to focus on narcissistic abuse. So you might be seeing less readings and more talking about narcissists on here. But like I said, for sure, every Saturday you will be getting a weekly general collective love reading. All right. And if you guys did want to get a personal or private reading, you guys know that information is on my tarot reading video. So reach out to me for that. Other than that, you guys have a blessed day. Happy Mother's Day to the beautiful mothers and all of my beautiful subscribers that are mothers. And if it is your birthday, like it is mine, happy birthday. But yeah, you guys, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Have a blessed day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.